Well, trying to dream up an idea for your grown-up Halloween party? Our next guest has it done for you. And in honor of the 50th anniversary of the Disney theme park ride, The Haunted Mansion, her website, The Rose Table, has created a spooky Disney dinner that you can make. And here to show us how to make the entree is the Rose Table founder, Katie Rose Watson. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ooh, it always smells so good. Hey, big congratulations, by the way. You just hit a Facebook milestone, I understand, with your Haunted Mansion episode.
Yes, just hit 12,000 views on the video as I was walking right up here, but my whole video series has well over 1 million views now, which is so exciting.
Congrats, that's big. Okay, so you came up with the idea of doing this Disney dinner. Yes. How did you do that?
You know, I do a lot of cooking and entertaining already. I did things, you know, Christmas parties, Kentucky Derby parties, summer soirees, but I really wanted to make the idea of the formal dinner party less formal and less scary for people, and how to make, like, what's more fun than Disney. So I think it's that fun, whimsical, lightheartedness that people really responded to with these parties. Yeah,
I was telling you during the commercial break, I said, boy, to get this invite, there are some lucky friends of yours. You must really like them.
Out.
I'm in. Okay. Now, this is not affiliated with Disney. We just want to mention that, but it's inspired by it.
Yes, correct. I am proud to say Captain Marvel and Mary Poppins Returns did reach out to me, so those were collaborations, but everything else is just for fun. And I think I think this is number 15 for the Disney dinners.
Okay, so from one Disney fan to another, I applaud you.
Thank you so much.
And appreciate you. So let's talk about the Haunted Mansion party.
Yes.
It's perfect for Halloween. What are you going to show us today? It smells so good.
Yes, so we're going to make my graveyard pasta, which is basically a spooky version of my homemade Alfredo sauce. So we just right here have a stick of butter melted with 2 cloves of garlic. And to that, if you want to turn it down low, we're going to add a 1.5 cups of cream. And then would you do me the honors of adding the salt and pepper?
I'm getting involved here. Okay, some salt. You said about 4 pepper shakes.
Yeah, just a nice little grind.
4. Okay.
Beautiful. And then we're going to add the cheese. Now, this is where it gets different from your average Alfredo sauce, because most Alfredo sauce recipes just call for Parmesan, but I think that's really salty. And I love Gruyere. It's my favorite cheese. It's so nutty. So you just want to do this low and slow. So it's a cup of Gruyere, a cup of Parmesan, and you just want to keep whisking it low and slow until it looks like this. So TV magic, this is what we have ready to go. To that, I'm just going to grate a little bit of nutmeg. I love nutmeg in Alfredo sauce. I think it's so delicious.
Now, this is where it's going to get kind of spooky, right?
This is where it gets spooky. So just remember how delicious it looks here. And then, now you could do something really fancy like squid ink, but I want people to be able to recreate this. So I thought, let's just add some black food coloring. Now you can always add more. Look at that. I mean, it looks even just so fun on camera. You can make it as dark or as light as you want, and you just want to keep adding it.
Ooh,
so right now it's almost like a navy. So you can add like a little bit more.
You have to find the right color.
Yeah, to make it nice and black. And this is actually really high quality stuff, but you can find this at a lot of craft stores in the cake aisle.
Okay.
And it's super easy. So you just want to add that. It smells so good. I know it looks really gross, but here I can tell you it smells like Alfredo sauce.
It's mouth-watering. And I want to mention too, as you're preparing this, that you did a lot of other things along. You did a cocktail. You had a salad. So this was a big effort for you.
It was. So all my dinners are usually a 3-course dinner party, and I started out with a little ghost hand pie, which I think is a lot of fun for Halloween. Pretty easy to make too, and it would be fun for kids because you get to like cut out shapes with pie crust, and then it's a little grown up because you add the brie. You can add a bunch of different cheeses and things, so that's a lot of fun. And then the cocktail was a lot of fun. It was, you can see it on the screen now, the Foolish Mortal, I'm calling it, of course, named after the Haunted Mansion ride. In the opening, they say, "Welcome, Foolish Mortal." It's a lot of fun. So that's dry ice. If you're scared of dry ice, don't be afraid. I actually wrote up a whole article on therosatable.com about how to safely use dry ice in drinks, because I myself was really nervous about it. But that's only 3 ingredients, so a lot of fun. Oh, and then the Mickey ears here. So I have to give a shout out to my friend Jason. He said, what if you came up with an edible ear? Because for the dessert for Haunted Mansion, this is my very first party that was based on a ride. And so I really wanted something that was like theme park celebratory. And so we came up with the cute little ears.
If you've not been to Disney in a while, everyone wears those at the parks,
into the ears.
Okay, so we're adding the pasta.
So we're adding, this is bucatini pasta.
Okay.
And we're just going to carefully, hopefully, Carrie's in the splash zone, so wish her luck.
And
I will say I did this a lot darker at my dinner party. It's a little bit lighter here, but
well, we're working under time constraints, so we totally get it. We're trying
TV
to work.
magic.
Exactly. And so, how long did it take you to put the whole thing together?
That is a great question. So this pasta honestly takes 10 minutes, so it'd be really great to make for your kids before going out trick-or-treating. The sauce, at the party, I made this while the noodles were boiling, so super fast. The pies take probably 30 minutes, and the cake was probably an hour hands-on. But then, of course, I spent a lot of time planning the parties in advance, too.
Absolutely. And so you top it with what is in front of us.
Yes, okay. So we've got our pasta. Looks a lot like worms, which I think is a lot of fun. And then clean hands. You got to add the dirt. This is toasted panko breadcrumbs.
Okay, easy enough.
And I just think that looks so fun. And then a good idea here is to kind of just like make little wells that you can stick your tombstone toasts in. There we go, get it lower there. So what I did here is I just cut tombstones out of bread, and then you just kind of place them in. And what's more magical? I'm trying to do this fast.
That is perfect. I know we've got like 30 seconds. I want to tell people where they can get the recipes and all the details, because again, you have such a fun energy when you're on the show. But I watched the video too, and your friends really get into it. So it's very easy to follow.
Oh, thank you so much. TheRoseTable.com. If you need any sort of holiday inspiration or anything like that, you can find The Rose Table on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and lots of recipes on my website.
Okay, and I didn't get in the splash zone too badly.
Yeah, I didn't get
all good
you.
to go. No,
oh, good.
Well, happy Halloween. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate